You are good. But, here's the thing. A lot of people are still on that old model. Oh, this is what I was saying to that person. Look at a show like The Bachelor.
Okay.
Right?
I hate it.
I've never seen it.
I love it.
But it's super popular.
Yes.
It's been on forever.
Yeah.
It's corny as fuck. Why is it so popular? Because lots of people, most are still corny as fuck. They still are on this model of, oh, there's the one perfect person, and I'm going to find this person like an egg in an Easter hunt, and then we're going to be happy forever. This fairy tale.
I'll tell you what I hate about
And
it.
sometimes it works once in a while, like with you, it did. And I met your beautiful,
It would have
lovely
never
wife.
happened for me on a Bachelor
No,
show.
but I'm just saying, that tells you a lot about where people still are. A lot of people are still there, and then there's just zillions of people who are beyond that model, including women. Women are so different than they were when I was first dating, because back then it was like, I got to find a man. And now it's like, you know what? If I find a man and it works out and it's the right move, yeah, I'm good for that. But if I don't find a great one, that's fine too. I can just do me and be me, and I don't need a man. If I find a great one, good. If I don't,
sign NDAs.
What?
Have you ever had a?
No, I don't need to. I wouldn't be with someone who I needed to sign an NDA with. It's like, there's something about just discerning people's character. How about just that?
That takes, you discern somebody's character. That people are together for a decade and then find out this is not the person I thought it was. And what I was talking about,
a decade? Well, then something has changed in that decade.
We all change.
That's true. Which is one reason why I never got married, because things can and do change.
See, the thing about you brought up The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. This is what I hate about it. I watch it. I can't, it's like a train wreck for me. I watch it. I think it's well done.
I hate watch it.
I hate watch it. And I'll tell you why. It doesn't make, and I laugh at it. And I think a lot of people take it seriously, but I find because there's a bachelor or a bachelorette, there are, how many people started? Like 25 people vying for this one person that you don't fucking know. You have nothing in common with, and they go out on these dates and they go, I don't know that you're here for the right reason. No, I'm here for the right reason. I want to find true love. True love is a fucking stranger on a reality show.
Also, what always amused me about that show is that they compared it to a harem because it's a guy and there's 20 girls around him. Okay, in a harem, you add women. This one you're subtracting. There's no harem in the world that works that way, where the king in Morocco, who does have a harem, I believe, constantly is letting them go. He's adding them.
That's because a lot of, maybe if he was dyslexic, maybe he would, he would let them go. But it was like, remember Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? That was the first.
Of course.
So that was the first reality show. But it was just so disappointing to me. And that's what I was asking you about. It was like what was attractive about him? They said he had $1 million. It turned out he didn't. He was a comic. Remember, he started with.
No, you're thinking of Joe Millionaire.
Is that Joe Millionaire?
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
the comic. He was a hockey player.
No, he was a fake millionaire. He wasn't a real millionaire. Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire was, I don't remember.
Maybe I'm thinking Joe Millionaire and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I'm mixing those two.
Well, Joe Millionaire was like a goof on the women who thought he was a millionaire, and then they find out that's the twist, was that he really wasn't a millionaire, I guess. So do you still love him?
Right. So my point is, it just shows you that our society is set up, and we watch where you, as a millionaire or as somebody famous, you are somewhat of a target.
I feel like it's degrading women too, to say that women are only after men for money necessarily all the time.
Thank you.
Like, why are you worried about that? Maybe men are after money too and all the wrong things as well. There's a plenty of women out there who are humans, or there's plenty of women out there that aren't after a person for the wrong reasons.
Right. Thank you very much.
I think the majority of people are out there for the wrong reason.
Well, you stay married, Dad.
Well, avoid them. Avoid those people. You think at this point in my life, I can't smell that a mile away?
I don't know. I don't know how out there you are.
I can smell it a mile away.
You think?
I know.
I don't know. I don't have a retort.
No, because I'm me and I'm living my life, and it's like I always say to people
But you've had and not in the past you've had relationships kick you in the ass a little bit.
Of course, who hasn't?
Right. So you obviously you weren't.
Meaning what?
Everyone has that though. You don't
Right.
have to be you guys to have relationships kick you in the ass.
Right.
But you didn't read somebody the right way. You didn't know how that would turn out.
I mean, there's nothing in my life that ever caused me more pain than my first breakup to this day. And I was 17 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is she now?
I don't know. I'd be very curious, but I don't know.
What's her name? Let's
Look her up.
Let's Google her.
No, I mean, I've thought of that, but I mean, she's probably a grandmother now. But yeah,
But she might be single.
To this, well, I think that bus has sailed. But really, to this day, because the first time you're dumped is so devastating because you don't see it coming and you don't know you'll outlive it, the pain of it. I mean, there was at least a full year after that when I was just miserable 24/7. And nothing like that has quite ever happened again. I've had misery in my life and pain in a lot of different ways, as we all have, but nothing quite like that. So
Really?
yes, I do.
You think that scarred you? You think that's
maybe
that kind of?
I think I do remember thinking after that, okay, there's two ways to happiness in life: relationships or work. Maybe you should put your eggs in the basket of the one you can control. And not that I haven't had love and have it now. I don't think you can live without love. I wouldn't want to. I have. It's not a good way to live, and you're just not happy. But as far as like what I can count on, I mean, you can count on yourself, or at least I can.
Do you, let's move on from relationships just to your relationship with the world. In this, we always talk about, cancel culture and comedy. And
Yeah.
you live in a world, I think your milieu is being honest and authentic. And we are so fucking polarized that, it's gotten somewhat dangerous, I think.
Yeah.
And do you not concern yourself at all with your, even your personal safety, or when you go out and somebody sees you and they don't have the same opinion as you politically?
Well, the thing is, I've lived with this for a very long time.
Before anybody else.
Right. Everybody else is just coming upon it now.
Right.
But I've had this. I mean, I've had the FBI in my dressing room on a number of occasions.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just to warn me about ISIS or the Ku Klux Klan or, whoever.
Just ISIS. I was talking about Dave from Pacoima.
And now it's Dave from Pacoima also. But I mean, I've had this. I mean, I've had all manner of that, and I can't do what I do and be who I am and ever really think about that. If that day happens, I hope it's like The Sopranos, the end of The Sopranos, where it just goes to black.